Stevivor Steve right here, and we're playing Control's Foundation expansion. If you are too, you may have noticed this peculiar little area just off the bureau offices. If you go all the way to the left after that control point, you'll notice that there was a lucky cat kind of sitting there waiting for you. Now, we've found all 8 of the cats that you need to track down in the Foundation, and this video is going to show you how to do that. So for the first cat, you'll need to get into the basement lab. That's by finishing Pope's collection. Once you are there, you can turn this valve that you find in one of the back corners, and then you have to head back up to the warehouse ground floor. Now back up outside the elevator column, you'll find a series of yellow huts. Find the yellow hut with a shower that you can activate. Activate the shower, and if you look in the opposite corner of the room, you'll see a cat has spawned. And you just need to go over there and activate it to send it back to Leader Cat, I guess. Now, Cat 2 is another 2-part cat. You're going to start at the Astral Collision control point, turn slightly to the right and head down. And you're aiming for, if you can see it on the top right there, a series of 2 beams. So if you aim for that point, this is where we've edited the video to make it easier to understand what happens next. You should already see a golden cube there. When we cut, there's the golden cube. You're going to, if you want, first look at this document that explains the whole cat situation. But once that's done, you're going to pick up the cube, look basically beyond where we are right this second, and you'll see a series of 2 toilet stalls. All you need to do is shoot the golden cube into the toilet stall area. Now, before you do anything else, just head over to the toilets, because in the cubicle with the closed door, there's a hidden point, and you can pick up another ability point if you need it. Now that will put the golden cube in the toilet block that is merging with the astral plane, so you just need to travel to the collapsed department checkpoint, head into data entry and filing, go all the way to the top and through a nearby office block to get to said bathroom. In the bathroom, you'll find the cube is basically right at front, ready to greet you. You can just grab it quickly before that enemy even does anything. Just launch up and around, and you'll see the spot for the cube right there. Second cat done. Now the third cat is found in the cave bridge area. As soon as you spawn in, you'll see one of these nail cubes, as I call it. Throw it down near the rest, and there's that grid there. Then go up and over just to the next one. So that will be cube 5 if we're keeping count. There was 3 on the ground before. The next one's on the platform just beside. That's cube 6. And the final cube is just on the next platform, the last platform. And if you haven't been to this area on the left, you'll find that it's a hidden location, so you get an ability point there. So I didn't go too far in, only because the cubes tend to despawn and respawn where they're supposed to originally be if you go too far to this area. I've also found that there's a lot of hiss that spawn if you kind of go to the ground too early, so I've tried to stay up on these platforms and kind of go directly down into the puzzle rather than walking on the ground around it. I'm also worried about the despawn and respawn thing, so I'm counting the cubes quite frequently. There are 7. I forgot about the one that's up kind of on the little rock to my right on the screen, so I kind of panicked and thought I despawned already, but there's 6 on the ground and there's the 7th up there. Great. The last one is through this room. Here, be very, very careful you're not going too far in again. I tend to find that if you aim and then use the ability power there, you can grab it without too much trouble. That's 8 cubes. All you need to do is then place the cubes by pressing X on the Xbox controller when you have the cube hovering over a grid area there with a cat paw print on it. When all 8 are done, whoops, and you can kind of wreck it, the cat will spawn, grab it, and that's number 3, done and dusted. Alright, for cat number 4, you're going to start in the collapsed department checkpoint and work your way up towards the far right path back to Crossroads. You saw it on the map a couple times there. When you get to this final kind of ledge right before the Crossroads, what you're going to do is just jump high, work around the cliff side, and just keep going from ledge to ledge to ledge. You can see the nail in the distance there on the right-hand side. Once you go from ledge to ledge to ledge, you'll find that there's a final one, just with a cardboard box waiting for you at the end. So you jump from ledge to ledge to ledge. I thought I did this quicker. There's the final ledge just one after this, you'll see the cat sitting in a cardboard box as soon as you get really close to it. So jump over, interact with the cat, and that's number 4 complete. Now Cat 5's also in the collapsed department area. If you head from there into data entry and filing, you probably have to take out some bad guys first, but do that. Then you'll find that the office directly to the right as you enter has this painting in the center. If you get in the office, you go through the door, melee the wall or throw things at the wall at that painting to break through into a hidden room. What you'll then have to do is exactly the same thing into another hidden room. So that's just on the right there after you get to this hidden location and get whatever supplies you need. So to the right as you enter, there's another painting there. Break through the wall. I had some trouble breaking through this wall, but eventually if you kind of get through the wall enough, the cat will spawn and you'll be able to collect it. So just keep throwing things, keep meleeing the wall, and just break it enough for the game to realize you've done the right thing. Now the 6th cat is in the elevator column of the warehouse. You just need to head to any floor really, and then head to level 6, which is upper warehouse, the topmost floor. Now you'll notice, if you've gone up before, that there's kind of 4 red hiss clusters that spawn. As you're going up, what I did, just to make sure I was in the right spot, is pause the game and go into photo mode to see exactly where the clusters are going to go. The first one, though, will spawn at the door of the elevator. Once you're happy, you know where it is, you just hit Y on the Xbox controller to melee it, and then turn to the wall on your right, melee the next one, and repeat. The next one will be on the right from where you are, the final one will be on the right from where you were just then. So 1, 2, 3, 4, make sure you melee all of them, and you're good to go. The cat will be waiting at the top if you've done it successfully, and you're done cat number 6. Now recording stuffed up for this 7th cat, but you still get it. If you go to the Astral Tower PW checkpoint, go to the platform directly ahead of you. You'll see in the middle of that platform there is a crystal floor that you can shoot through. So I'm just going to head over to this platform, beat the bad guys first. And with that done, if you shoot the crystals, you're looking for a golden cube that's going to appear in the back right-hand corner of this kind of gap. So you grab the cube, which I've already done, sorry, but grab the cube from there, and then head directly ahead of you. There's another little crystal platformy thing right here. If you shoot the far right one, you'll find the place for the cube to go. And of course, I've already put the cube in, it's right there, but that's what happens. Once you've done that, if you go to the platform just to your right, the cat will spawn, you can pick it up, and that's cat number 7. The final cat, cat 8, is found in the chasm, which you can get to by the cave bridge checkpoint. If you head kind of back behind where you got the last nail cube piece from, you can use a platform to get up to where I just started. Grab this torch and go through this open door. Now, if it's not an open door, you'll have to go and finish a side mission that involves a TV. There's a crystal wall behind where we were at that door if you need to go do that. Once you have done that, though, and you're through this door, keep your torch because it's very dark. You'll need to first pass this giant chasm, which we're about to do. There'll be one enemy that probably spawns as you make your way into the next giant area, but that giant area is where we want to be. So I'm going to keep this as one cut just because it is dark and it's kind of hard to get your bearings, so hopefully it's easier as one giant cut. And try to be able to see wherever your torch is. You can hit X to set it down if you don't want to launch it at enemies. Which I kind of just got sick of doing, but it probably is easier to find it if you need to. But you can, like I did, use it as a weapon, but you know, just keep your eyes peeled for the little beam of light that it emits so you can find it later on. So I'm killing all the bad guys. There's not too many of them, but like I said, it's probably easier just to kind of keep your bearings and figure out what's going on and keep it as one giant cut. We're dispatching them as quickly as we can, I promise. Alright, so with the light, what you're looking for, it's basically where you came in, down on the ground and just around the big giant ledge. You're looking for that area there. It's a little cave that has its entrance blocked by blocks. Use Jesse's ability to grab those blocks out and throw them to the side, basically clearing a path. So there's, I think, 3 or 4 rocks there, and then it's just a matter of being able to find the torch once you've cleared that path. And I was having a little bit of trouble getting the torch to pick it back up. But that's all I'm doing here. Or attempting to do. We'll get there in a second. There we go. With the torch, you want to head through the opening you've just made, and you'll find not only the last cat, ta-da, but a letter behind it which talks about a teddy bear. Now, Luke and I, we were doing this together. We actually found the teddy bear, or Luke found the teddy bear first further down the caves. This note alludes to it, and this kind of gave us the reverse hint that we needed to find the cat. Well, hallelujah. Let me tell you guys, I think finding these 8 cats took Luke and I longer than it did to play through the entirety of the Foundation expansion. So once you finished, go to the collapsed department, head through the door to the left. You'll see all the cats that you've found waiting for you alongside their leader. Each cat that you collected opens up a corresponding door, which is slowly happening. I'll tell you right away, we got all these cats one at a time. We always went back and checked the doors to see if maybe that was the last one. Never was. And when we got to the last 8th cat, and this 8th door takes a little while to open, I almost died. But thankfully, 8 cats, everything does open. You get this weird little shrine, and your reward, which kind of disappointingly is just a pair of cat ears, as far as we can tell. So you can hit X to pick them up, you can hit X to put them down. If you have the cat ears on and you leave the Foundation area, so you go back to, you know, anywhere else in the Bureau, you lose the cat ears. We're not sure if there's anything else tied to this or not, but we're still going to kind of dig around and look. If you have noticed something else tied to the cat ears, please let us know. Otherwise, enjoy your new outfit accessory.